the Royal St. Lucia Police Force commenced investigations into a fatal shooting, and on Wednesday, January 24, 2024, officers attached to the Major Crimes Unit arrested Jamal Ricky Williams of Plateau Babuno. On Friday, January 26, 2024, Jamal Williams was charged for the murder of Gillian Talian. He was taken to the First District Court in Castries for a bail hearing, but was subsequently remanded to the Bordelais Correctional Facility until his next court appearance. At the time of his death, Gillian Talian was 29 years. He was killed 6 days before his birthday. The opposition United Workers' Party held a press conference earlier today, during which time party officials challenged the government to fix the deplorable condition of roads around St. Lucia. Drivers, passengers, and pedestrians alike continue to complain and express dissatisfaction over the poor state of many roads, which are filled with potholes. Senator Dominic Fede says the government appears uncaring to the impact the bad roads are having on productivity and the pockets of drivers.
The sick on their way to our main hospital at Owen King EU. We're talking about pregnant mothers, people with spinal injuries and heart conditions. We're talking about people in ambulances that are traversing this road that's in a very poor and unacceptable state as they try to go and get their illnesses remedied, are inconvenienced by the government's failure to successfully complete the main thoroughfare of the Millennium Highway. We see, for example, many of you lose a lot of productive time on your way and from work. Many of you make it to work late because of the traffic backup that's caused in many of our main highways because of the failure of the government to complete various projects. The traffic delays rob teachers and students valuable classroom time, thus affecting their ability to meet the academic requirements to pass various important examinations. Truckers, equipment owners, construction workers, they are losing hourly work and business every time these projects are stopped and delayed. The island continues to lose significant economic momentum every time these projects are delayed. The United Workers' Party does not accept the excuse that we can blame contractors, we can blame consultants, and we can blame other people for the obvious failings of those who should be at the apex of decision-making and leadership in our country. And so we remain unimpressed with the St. Lucia's Labour Party's ability and their handling of the situation on the island's roads. The Rodney Bay Road, the Millennium Highway Project, the West Coast Road Highway Project are all in an unprecedented state of disrepair.
In other news, residents in the South are appealing to the public for greater intervention following an upsurge in violence. Moments after the fatal shooting in Vieux-Fort, investigators were called to another crime scene at Tiroche in Micoud. Residents there reported hearing sounds of automatic gunfire shortly before 10:30 p.m. A resident who spoke to our news team has called on preparators of violence to give peace a chance. Michaela Charles Noel reports.
On Sunday night, heavy gunfire shattered the usual quiet in the once peaceful community of Tiroche Micoud. A young man was pursued and shot multiple times by assailants. According to our sources, he remains in critical condition at hospital. This shooting incident happened 1 hour after a fatal shooting in Vieux-Fort, which claimed the life of a man and left a woman nursing injuries. Now, Residents are worried that the gun violence which claimed the lives of so many last year is back in their backyards. Sunday's night shooting at Tiroshe has sparked fear of reprisal killings and is believed to be linked to gun warfare. The victim is relative to a one-time notorious strongman who was murdered in Vieux Fort last year. The concerned residents has called on the nation's youth to put down their guns and engage in more positive and beneficial activities.
Pour aller travailler, yo aller travailler, yo t'offrir. Yo pièce jeune monde pas fait travail à présent, c'est non habitant, des habitants travail yo bien fait.
Since the start of the year, St. Lucia has recorded 8 homicides, the majority of which were committed with guns and involved young men. Residents in the south are calling on the authorities to do something before the situation spirals out of control. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Michaela Charles Noel reporting.
Since the start of 2024, St. Lucia has recorded new cases of leprosy, adding to the number of citizens living with the disease. In a statement to mark World Leprosy Day on Sunday, January 27th, the community dermatologist in the Ministry of Health underscored the need for early detection and treatment. Tammy Frederick filed this report.
Leprosy continues to affect many St. Lucians. In 2023, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs registered 11 new cases, and since the start of this year, new cases have been detected in St. Lucia. Leprosy may be transmitted mainly through droplets from the nose and mouth during prolonged close contact with untreated leprosy cases. It has a long incubation period, on average at least 5 years. That means someone could be infected with leprosy but not show any signs or symptoms for up to 5 years.
Leprosy is a chronic disease which affects the skin, nose and eyes. It is caused by a bacterium called Mycobacterium leprae. Leprosy is curable using a combination of drugs which are available free of charge within the public system.
According to the community dermatologist, the Ministry of Health intends to introduce treatment this year for individuals who had close contact with someone with leprosy. This medication will help in reducing chances of getting leprosy. The Ministry of Health official urges all to take leprosy seriously.
If you see a light-colored spot with decreased sensation or feeling, or are getting recurrent, non-healing burns or ulcers to the hands and feet, please visit your nearest healthcare facility.
If left untreated, leprosy can cause deformities such as loss of fingers and toes due to loss of sensation to the hands and feet. It could also cause blindness. Early detection and access to proper treatment can prevent disability. The public is encouraged to promote the dignity of persons affected by the disease. From the Gvd News Desk, I am Tammy Frederick reporting.
That's what's trending this hour. I am Makiba Eiffel. Bye-bye for now.